What's going on, guys? This is PJ and James, and we are back for another week of Essential Guy Talk. We've got amazing food in front of us tonight. This seems like a consistency, James.
I'm so hungry.
Every time I come in here, it smells delicious. It looks delicious. Today is absolutely one of the best spreads on the table. And introducing to my left and to my right, we have Mike ×2. The owners of Broadway Hot and Honey Chicken.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
All right, so Mike over here. What's your last name, Mike?
Kelleher.
Mike Kelleher here and
Filato.
Filato. So you guys, you own this fantastic chicken place in Wall Township. It's been getting a lot of love. So why don't you guys tell me a little bit about it? What brought you into the chicken world?
So it started a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I was looking into some new business ideas, some ventures. Brought some ideas up to Mike. We looked at a couple opportunities. I actually was thinking about buying into a different chicken concept. And, he has a culinary background. Mm-hmm. He's a, chef. He's been in the industry many years. So we started talking about it, and I chose the route. Instead of going into another franchise, maybe trying to create our own.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how it all started. We got together, spent over a year testing, R&D, research, and that brought us to where we are today.
A lot of testing.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll say two things. Next time you guys need to do R&D, please call me up because I'll be glad to volunteer my services.
We are
for some-
We coulda
R&D
used you.
tonight.
And how do you guys know each other, by the way? You guys have like a history, or you just kind of
We
like
are neighbors.
neighbors?
That's awesome. How
Yep.
long have you guys been neighbors?
4 or 5 years.
Nice. And
Yeah.
right away, you just sparked up a mutual interest in business management and just talked through some ideas.
I wouldn't say right off the bat.
Yeah.
We became friends. Our wives were friends. Our kids are like a couple weeks apart in the same grade.
Yeah,
So we
nice.
became friends. We're hanging out a lot, and it wasn't until later on down the road. I'm an entrepreneur. He's an entrepreneur in other industries, and it developed over time.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you have a culinary background.
I do.
All right. So what is your culinary background?
I own a couple of Italian markets
Nice.
in Monmouth County. And my father was a butcher. My grandfather was a butcher.
Give them some love. What's the name of them?
Pastosa Ravioli.
Really?
Yeah, one
I
in
had no
Manasquan
idea.
and in Manalapan. Yes.
Very cool. Yeah, Pastosa's great.
Yes.
Absolutely
The OG
fantastic.
butcher, you can't find that anymore.
Right?
When meat
Very
used to be
rare.
Yeah, they wrap it in the brown paper,
brown
Yep.
paper.
wax paper, right?
Yeah, so it was good that I had the commercial kitchen for us because, like you said, it literally took over a year of testing recipes and
Yeah. And you didn't
having
have
our
to go,
friends there,
You didn't have to
families.
go to somebody else's restaurant to try
No.
things out.
Or destroy my wife's kitchen and scream
Yep.
at me.
Yep.
Yes.
Very good. So,
Yeah.
I mean, clearly you have a culinary background because everything that you do has a quality look to it. So we'll
For
get
sure.
to the taste in a little bit, but
Sure.
the look right off the bat, you look at this spread here, everything looks like attention to detail.
Yeah,
That would
it
be
is.
what I would say. It
Doesn't
looks-
look soggy.
No, it doesn't look soggy. It looks like it was just prepared. We know this traveled a little bit, but you said you tried to make it right
We did.
before you left the restaurant. So thank you, first of all.
Is that cornbread?
It looks like cornbread.
That is
yeah.
cornbread.
All right. So before we get started and we start talking about it, I think there's a sauce that you wanted
Yes,
to
there
wanted
is.
to top some of this with, because you guys are Broadway Hot and Honey Chicken, right?
Correct.
So it's two sides of the coin, right? You have the
Yes.
sweet and you've got the hot.
Right. So
Exactly.
today we brought the hot honey. This is our homemade recipe.
Love it.
It's like liquid gold.
Nice.
It has to go on the chicken.
You know, it's funny. The first time I went there, I totally didn't see the ampersand in the middle.
Yeah,
And I
we-
just kept calling you guys Broadway Hot Honey Chicken. And I got corrected. I think it was yesterday or today.
Oh,
And that's
really?
when I go, oh, shit, there is. There's
Hot
there's
and honey. You
And
got-
in there.
People like choices. You
Yeah,
gotta have choices.
absolutely. Yeah, and that lets people know not everything is flaming
Exactly.
hot, right? You're not going to have everything burn in your mouth. You've got an array of stuff here. You want to put some sauce on? You want to do
Yeah,
that for
let's
us
do
now?
it. Let's do it.
Sauce
All
it up.
Sauce it. Let's get a little saucy.
Neil, after he sauces, can you also grab a knife before we start anything?
Yeah,
there.
nice big.
Concentrate
fat
on what you need to do first. Hold on, don't drizzle yet. Oh man, that looks good.
Beautiful.
More hot? That's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah.
Drumsticks.
Beautiful. I think we're good.
Oh.
And then this is supposed to get the comeback sauce.
Oh yeah. All right.
All right, so
Why
that's
don't
this
you
guy.
do that?
That's the signature sauce.
Yes.
And it's called the comeback
Comeback.
sauce.
Yep.
So while he's sprinkling that, can I ask him why they call it the comeback sauce, and we can just put that in post, or what? I'll wait till after.
Yeah. Well, when he gets
It almost
back
looks like a
online.
vodka sauce.
It's like a boom boom sauce.
Is it? Or like a boom boom sauce? Yeah.
All right. So we're now drizzled. We're sufficiently sauced. The sauce that you put on the mozzarella stick.
Yes.
Can you tell us about it?
That's our signature comeback sauce.
We came up with the name in AC.
Were you down a
think
lot
we
of
did.
money, and this was like your
No,
way
we-
of saying
we
you
made,
were gonna?
yeah, we
you
were
were gonna come
down,
back?
and then we were back. We were back. At least we thought we were back. I don't know.
Were you guys drinking adult beverages when this was incepted?
Yes.
It seems like the best idea seemed to come. Look at the
For
guys
sure.
from King Sauce.
For sure.
You know,
Yep.
A lot of these ideas came under adult beverage.
That
influence.
seems to be a high motivator for a lot of
Absolutely.
people. Yeah, we had the King Sauce guys on. If you don't know who they are, they're making a really killer kind of everything sauce. It goes on everything.
Really?
It's really tasty. But we asked them how they came up with it, and they were like, 3 o'clock in the morning, loaded, and just trying to figure out something that would taste really good on a couple of different things that we were eating. And they certainly did come up with an awesome sauce. We'll let you guys taste it later. But
Okay.
all right, so let's hand out some pans.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we have
So,
those.
Is this something that's like standard practice in the actual restaurant? This is how you serve.
This is how we serve everything. Yeah.
That's cool.
Like if
Everything's
people
served in
have,
these trays.
Yeah, so we put like if they have a couple different orders, tenders, and we can put them all on the plate, and then we'll hand out.
It's
dishes
like
to
barbecue
Yeah.
style. Like,
Bingo.
yeah,
like down in Austin,
that's
Texas.
it.
Love
Or
it.
Nashville.
Or
hot
Nashville.
chicken,
Or
right?
Nashville. Yes.
So we'll go on there.
Yeah.
Mike, you're eating. I don't care what your mama says.
All right.
Love it.
Mike, I am impressed at how efficient you are at manning these trays.
See this?
You should see him wash them.
He's good at that too.
So
Yeah.
let me ask you guys this
Unfortunately.
while we're talking about this. Now, are you guys both in brick and mortar, or does one do you do more of the business side of things? You don't get involved with the culinary side, and you're hands on the culinary. How does that work?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're pretty accurate. So,
Yeah.
you know, he's a chef by trade. I've never worked in a kitchen in my life. I'm more of like a back end, although, you know, we spend most of our time in the store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of back and forth, a lot of conversations that go on. Believe it or not, the way a lot of it looks, you know, that's a lot of dialogue between the two of us.
Yeah.
He's more of like a recipe, flavor profile, and then, you know, the way it's, you know, plated, looks, appearance, all that stuff we kind of, you know, work on together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it sounds like a great team
Yeah.
because the finished result is amazing. So let's get in on it.
What are we getting in on?
Let's cut
What
up
do you
this
wanna do?
sandwich first.
Okay.
You guys describe it as I'm bringing it over.
So that's the brand new sandwich.
Yes.
Not
Oh,
even
we're
on the
doing
menu
that
yet.
right away.
Sounds
Not
like
even
it.
on the menu.
Let's
You
go.
picked it up. So
Let's go.
So this one would fall under the honey category.
Okay.
This is our new sandwich. It is buttermilk fried chicken breast, drizzled with our homemade honey butter, topped with crinkle cut pickles, and is there cheddar on
Melted
that?
cheddar.
Melted cheddar.
Cheddar, yeah.
Yes.
On a biscuit.
On a homemade biscuit.
biscuit.
And those are our homemade buttermilk biscuits.
Wow. This thing is a beast.
I'm gonna annihilate this. Now, I was saying last week. First of all, I have to tell you guys something very important that I tell all of the guests that come here.
I know what's
think
coming.
that this is a very relevant piece of information that you guys should know about me.
Okay. I'm
Before we go
nervous.
any further, you know, I want to make sure that our relationship has complete transparency. Okay, I'm actually on a diet. And this is not in my diet plan, and I am not getting any skinnier, by the way. But on a serious note, last week we had a different guest in, and I've never actually. You guys might find this super weird. I do like pickles a lot. Okay.
Okay.
But I've always eaten pickles as like a side piece, never actually on a sandwich.
Yeah, he said he
Really?
wasn't a
Yeah.
fan of pickles
Yeah.
on a sandwich
Never
until
had
last
a
week.
pickle on a hamburger. I would always like order without the pickle or something like that. And
You're
last
missing
week,
out. You were missing out for a long time.
you're 100% right. Like, I didn't realize it. Last week, for the first time, I'm 43 years old, about to be 44. I had a pickle on a hamburger,
And?
it was incredible.
Life-changing?
It revolutionized hamburger for
Yep.
me. So I noticed there's a pickle on here, and
There
I'm
is.
Gives you
excited
that
to
cold
participate.
freshness to go
There
with
is.
all the other flavor profiles. All right,
Alright,
so let's
so we're
all
eating
get in
now?
on it,
Let's go.
Okay.
and then we'll talk about
Let's
it.
go. Let's go.
Not bad.
That makes me want to do the food dance. Not bad. Fellas,
So the biscuit,
Yes.
soft, got a nice crisp to it around the outside.
not dry at
but
all.
not dry at all. I think that's the most important part of a biscuit. Once it gets dry, people
Yeah.
don't want to eat it because they just can't muscle it down. Flavor is good.
Also, not too crumbly. That doesn't just. I was worried about it just like deteriorating as I tried to bite into it,
No,
But-
it's substantial.
but it holds its substance.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's-
so that everything you guys are talking about is what we went back and forth on for
Yeah.
months and months.
This is excellent. How was this not already on your menu?
Yeah, right?
I don't know. We just thought of it the other day.
I am so thankful to be the first person to have this
Oh my
sandwich.
God. Yeah, so we're legitimately the first people other than yourselves
You are.
getting to try it.
It's a very simple. Sometimes simple is the way to go.
Yeah. It doesn't need to be completely smothered in sauce.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
10 of 10.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's fantastic. You're going to get a lot of people that look at this and just go, "Wow, that's clean, easy to eat."
Yeah.
It's not smothered like you said,
Mm-hmm.
and I guarantee, like, the women are going to love this.
Yep.
Because it's just not so get all over you and gooey,
Right.
but the flavors just come together so well. No heat whatsoever.
No heat.
Doesn't need it.
Yep.
Really great flavor on the chicken.
And the pickles.
The pickle makes
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
And you're rocking a little bit.
I
of
don't care.
Biscuit.
It stays. The biscuit stays. Stays for the show.
I'm just looking out for you because
Thanks,
I,
bro.
I did a read a couple of weeks ago and I had
still
just
have
like
it?
the tiniest little bit in the corner,
Yeah.
and
It
I
happens.
watched that damn thing over and over again. Like I can't get that out. I can't get that out of the video.
Life of the beard. That's what
So this is where the honey came into the element,
Uh-huh.
right? So, back to early stage when I was talking about getting into a different chicken concept. There's a lot of these new chicken concepts opening up. They're hot chicken, right? Hot chicken's becoming very popular in Jersey. It's a southern thing. It's been around for a while down there, but it's just getting popular up here. We wanted to, check that hot chicken box, but I always felt like you're limiting your customer base.
Yeah.
I just thought about my family, for example. Like, my wife won't eat hot chicken. My kids won't eat hot chicken. So that's where me and him started talking, brainstorming, like, well, why not like a honey concept? I don't want to fall into the hot chicken category, even though we have it. I want it to be more of like a complete chicken restaurant.
Yeah. You want people to come and get whatever flavor profile they're
Exactly.
looking for, right?
Yeah.
Because the chicken is the feature, and then how you dress it up is how you dress
Exactly.
it up. Yeah.
The chicken is spot on. The fry on the top of it, the breading is also incredible. It's not like super bland
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
lame. It's not. And again, and I know we're supposed to overlook the travel factor, but this chicken has traveled here, and it is not soggy whatsoever.
Yeah, I was just going to say we can overlook it if it's a negative in our mind, but that's a straight positive.
no.
Yeah.
That thing traveled so well, it would only get better when you take it right out the fryer, right?
It's about 2 hours.
What time
Really?
2 hours post fryer right now.
7:30,
Wow.
5:40.
For real?
Almost.
Wow.
So I mean, that was part of the testing and stuff.
Yeah.
Which was
How will it
extremely
carry?
stressful.
Yeah, for sure.
The different ingredients that went in, how long it lasts, is it going to deliver right? Is it going to? It was lots of stress, but we figured it out.
You can be honest. The stress factor was because of me.
Yeah, it is because of you, because he's a perfectionist.
And he asks the culinary guy to deliver,
I
right?
leaned on
Yeah.
you, yeah.
I
No
threw, I
pressure.
threw a lot of curveballs at him when we were testing. After
Sure.
work, I'd stop by. He'd have all these recipes out for me to taste and try. And then I'd walk in, and he's expecting me to eat it, and I throw it all in boxes. I say, all right, I'll call you in 3 hours.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Let's see.
I'm
What
gonna
do you
drive
mean
around
you're
in
gonna
my
call me
car
3
for an
hours?
hour. I'm going to let it sit on my counter for an hour, and then I'll try it.
It's so smart because, with DoorDash and with Grubhub, they don't always get to you
They don't.
as
No.
quick as you would like.
Yeah.
No.
So if your food wilts as
Right.
it goes, it's just not a true representation of your quality.
Right.
And this is lasting.
And I feel like chicken can get like the chicken. Oh my goodness, chicken can
Chicken.
get that weird texture to it
Yeah,
as it gets cold.
It gets like mushy.
Yeah.
A little slime.
Spongy.
Right? Yeah,
And
a little
also,
spongy slime.
I'll say the quality of the chicken is there too, which I appreciate 100%. Like I would rather pay to have high quality chicken.
Yeah.
There's nothing that skeeves me out more, and I don't know if you guys have ever experienced this or not. And you get chicken,
bouncy chicken.
Oh, it's
and not
tough.
only is it
Like,
bouncy,
tastes like
but
rubber
it
band.
has like like those strings in
Yep.
it. I don't know what
Yep.
that's caused from, but it is.
I mean, we have gone through so many
So many
different
brands,
brands,
right?
of chicken.
Yeah.
We wanted to use an all natural, high end chicken. That's our motto.
No antibiotics.
Right, no antibiotics. And that's
Can I
just the way
guess
it
the
goes.
brand and you tell me if I'm right or not?
No.
No?
Can't tell you.
Can't tell? All
No
right.
proprietary
All right.
information
That's a
here.
secret.
Well, I'm gonna
Information.
go in my own mind. I think it's Bell and Evans, and that's just my guess.
That was an easy guess. But no.
But no. All right, I'm glad.
So what
to
do you
be
think
wrong.
about for a name for this sandwich?
Yeah.
It's
So
unnamed,
again,
right?
tell me the ingredients.
So honey butter.
Homemade.
Homemade honey butter, melted cheddar, pickles on a biscuit. The butter's on both sides. It's very simple. Sweet. We
Crispy, sweet, honey.
we have not.
We do have a sandwich on the menu called our Killer Bee.
Mm-hmm.
It's a similar sandwich, but with our spicy honey, very hot honey.
Yeah.
We were thinking something along those lines.
The
but
queen bee. Then this is going to be.
We've heard the queen bee.
Yeah.
We've heard the beekeeper.
Okay.
We've heard the honey bee.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
All right. Let's keep rolling that around.
We're
in
willing
our
to
mind.
take all suggestions.
Yeah.
It'll come to me.
Yes.
okay.
All right. In the meantime, let's get into more. You got so many fun things here. So,
Do you
the
want-
wrap.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the wrap.
So we've always wanted to put the wraps on the menu. This
Look
was
at that.
before we opened. I'm a big wrap guy, by the way. I love wraps.
I could tell
I
by your
just-
physique.
Yeah.
Didn't want to. Yeah, I just didn't want to introduce it all at once.
What are you trying to say? Because I
I'm
love
saying
wraps
he's
too.
muscular. I'm
My
saying he's
physique says
muscular.
I love
It was a
wraps too.
compliment. Like he's, you know.
It does come grilled.
Yeah.
Too.
Our wraps and our salads, grilled or fried options.
What's inside of it besides chicken, obviously?
That's our
you.
chicken bacon ranch wrap
Ooh.
with our homemade buttermilk ranch.
Ooh.
That looks amazing.
I don't know if you noticed, but the trend with our restaurant portions are all large.
Yeah,
that was
absolutely.
like a non-negotiable with us. There's nothing worse than going out, getting lunch, getting dinner, and getting some portion, you eat it, and then you're still hungry after.
Right. And I'll always pay the extra money to
Right.
be full.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right? You don't want to go home going, damn, I needed to order like another thing.
Exactly.
Now I hate ranch by trade.
No
No.
ranch, no pickles.
No. Yeah.
You know,
But
this guy has been.
this is
in a
this
weird
is
world.
really good, man. Like I don't like ranch, but you know what I like about what you guys do is you don't OD the sauce on
No.
No, no, no.
anything. It's like it's almost like do you weigh it or
Well,
something? Like what's the trick here?
No, it's a
We
compliment.
started on ODing the sauce, and the perfectionists got mad at that, so I had to
I'm with
dial
you
it
on
back.
that.
Well, then smart, because pulling
He's
it
right.
back allows the rest of the recipe to
Yeah.
shine. When you dump sauce on, like we drizzled sauce, that was for a purpose,
Yeah.
right? But when you have a whole bunch of other ingredients in the mix,
Yeah.
you want those to shine.
shine through.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I usually
And,
only
and
take
we
a
use
bite.
the highest quality ingredients, right? Like from the chicken to everything. So when you do that, you want to be able to taste all the flavor profiles. You don't want to drown it in some, in a mayonnaise or something.
I'm a big advocate of what you're saying right now, Mike, because I don't think anything pisses me off more than when you have a product and then you cheap out on the product. Like, for
Yeah.
example, a pizza place, right?
Yep.
You make a pizza and then you put cheap cheese on the pizza.
Yeah.
What's that?
That's
I know.
well, your main function is
Right.
pizza.
Right.
How are you gonna put oily, greasy,
And then
crappy
you pick up the
cheese?
pizza,
And it's
dripping.
orange and it's disgusting and
Yep.
it tastes all tangy. And then, meanwhile, I waited 35 minutes to have it delivered and it shows up at the house and it tastes like
Yeah.
horse crap. You know? Like, dude, I don't care. Spend the extra whatever, a couple of bucks on the 100% grande. Like
Right.
buy the good cheese. Don't
Yeah.
buy cheap chicken if you sell chicken.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
If
Like,
chicken was one thing on your menu, you get whatever chicken you get, right?
Sure.
But you guys have focused on the entirety of the menu. The chicken should shine, and it does.
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to raise the bar. You know, we don't want to be known as like a fast food, you know, junky, crappy chicken.
no,
That's
oh my
you know.
God.
Yeah.
So I wanted to wrap early on because I wanted to know, like, with all this other fried, delicious food, would this make me feel like I'm missing something? And no, I don't. I could go get a wrap and just be satisfied with you guys because there's a lot of real good flavor in here.
And I don't typically get wraps.
Right?
Yeah, we came out with the wrap about a month ago, and they're a huge seller.
Yeah, a lot of people coming in for lunch now and getting wraps.
Yeah.
and-
Business lunches, like it's
Yeah.
easy to eat.
Yeah.
You take it. I would love to eat this, but sometimes you're like, I got to eat in my car.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
just started doing some catering. We're gonna do wrap platters, an assortment.
Genius idea. I was going to
Good
ask
for
you
the
that.
Summer, good by the
Absolutely.
pool.
Yeah.
You know, offsite. I was going to ask you if you guys do offsite, you know, because offsite, there's a huge market
Yeah,
for that
yeah.
too. And I don't know what your operating hours are, obviously, but like for me, maybe, when I got married, I did my wedding a little bit differently. I did a little bit more low key, but I could 100% see a huge market for this.
Oh,
Host a
yeah.
venue wedding
Oh,
Yeah.
heck yeah.
on the way out.
Yep.
Oh, it would be
Is it like a
killer.
hangover station?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, get yourself like a kiosk or a trailer or something like that. Mike,
think-
I'm talking to you here, Mike. Get yourself a trailer.
Don't say food truck.
No, you don't have to do food truck. Get yourself like a 10 by 16 double axle trailer that you can pull. You guys have a pickup truck?
No.
Well, I have a F350.
You'll
borrow
tell
you?
You
them
know
I
what,
will call you.
You know what I'm saying? And I have a previous tractor trailer experience, Class A CDL, so I'm just letting you guys know that. And I could
He'll
always
be
use
eating the chicken.
I could always
the
use
whole
extra
time
money.
He's at the event.
But yeah, that's dude.
Oh, it's great food.
I know
for
exactly
after
what
a
you're
night.
talking about.
I think that's why Memorial Day we were pretty busy. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah,
a lot of people
absolutely.
were hungover, and
100%.
it was a good day.
You guys are positioned well too. You're in Wall Township, right?
Yep.
So you know,
Access to Manasquan, to Spring Lake.
Yep.
As they're passing through,
Yeah. Yep.
man, you
the
just load-
demographic is there for you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? There's
sure.
you know,
And people that'll spend the money on good food.
that's exactly what I mean.
Right?
Yeah.
You know that's our customer base. We narrowed that down before we even opened. I feel that a lot of restaurants, they try to please, too many customers, right?
Yeah,
They want to please
right.
everybody. And those restaurants, they typically don't end up doing well, right?
Right.
Like you got to pick your customer base and go into it knowing, are you going to be the highest quality possible, put out the best product possible at a higher price point, and that's your customer base?
And
or
maybe
are you
the
gonna
cheaper people can't make it
and
all
that's
the time.
fine. Then there's restaurants that do it the other way, which is completely fine, right? You want to go to, a little bit cheaper quality and then serve it at a cheaper price point. There's nothing wrong with that.
Sure.
When we first opened, there was a lot of people confused because we're a brand new brand. Nobody knows what we are. So many people are coming in, hey, can I get a bucket of fried chicken? We're like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
That's not what we do.
We don't have buckets
Yeah.
of fried chicken. And then they're like, what do you mean? We want a bucket of fried chicken. We're like, well, that's not, we don't serve that.
That's KFC. That's not what we do.
I wasn't
Right.
going to name them, but yeah, there's a Popeyes down the street, there's a KFC.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
That's fine. That's not our customer. But now we have so many loyal customers that we see every week. They
Yeah.
love our product. They love us. They love coming there. And we're starting to develop our customer base, our loyal following, our brand.
And a reputation. And
Absolutely.
it's following and it's getting around really fast.
Yeah, he brought it over,
Yeah.
by chance.
It was about 5 weeks ago, I think. I had Broad Street Doco coming on that night so we could talk about her new location in Wall. So I stopped over there, and I wanted to see how far along she was. And I was like, oh, my God, Broadway is right there. So I stopped in. I grabbed a couple of your double butter
Yep, the
drums.
drumsticks, which I love that you fillet them and open them up,
Yep.
right? You make them nice and big and
We
wide.
do.
Awesome.
Thor's hammer.
Exactly, yeah. Thor's hammer. So I bring two of them here, and he and I looked at them, and we were like, this is two?
Yeah.
They're big.
Holy cow.
Yeah,
I know.
At first, I was like, I think they made a mistake and gave me breasts because they're
Yeah.
gigantic.
Yeah, and I bit into it. I'm like, it's not a breast.
It's not a breast. But they were so good, and that just, let me know, all right, everything that we get from these guys is going to be high quality. And that makes me eyeball the Broadway bites.
All right. Okay, you're gonna move to that.
Can we talk about those?
Neil, you're gonna hate all of this, by the way. You're not
Why?
gonna want any of this.
Yeah, I'll
This
get
is-
you.
This is terrible.
Neil always likes the shred.
That's gotta get a little of the comeback
Broadway
sauce on it.
bites are great.
So
in
the
the
comeback sauce?
Yeah,
Alright.
the orange right there.
Very good.
All right, let's go in.
Now we got ourselves the
I
comeback
got you
sauce.
one each.
These are
Those
amazing.
go great in there.
So is this the comeback sauce? This is proprietary here.
Yes.
So every sauce, every salad dressing, all our spice mixtures, and the breading is all proprietary, made in house from scratch ingredients
Yeah.
daily.
Everything.
Nothing is bottled or processed.
That's the way to go, gentlemen. That's the way to go. I don't need to tell you though.
All right. So get in on this. It's going to be totally different than you thought.
I did not think it was going to be this at all. I thought it was going to be just like a chicken bite.
No.
What is this?
It is a little cube of deliciousness.
Of magic.
Yeah, wait.
I got them not knowing what the hell to think, and I took my first bite and I went, okay, that's not what I expected.
What is this? I mean, it tastes delicious.
Please tell us what's in it.
Top
If you can.
secret.
We can't tell them what's in it.
You don't have
You
to
can't tell
us
them the main
exact-
ingredient. You can tell them
All
the
right.
rest.
There's
there's
jalapeno, there's bacon, there's cheese.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't need to get into specifics
Yeah.
on seasonings and all that.
How we created that texture and that is
It's almost like
proprietary,
a
but that's
curd,
the main
yeah.
ingredients.
Yeah, it's close to that.
very close.
Yeah.
The texture,
He's
though,
like,
is
no.
what sells
But
it,
no.
man. The texture's everything.
Yeah.
Right? It is not hard to eat, very easy to eat,
Yeah.
but it's so packed with
Wow.
flavor.
It's a good side too.
Yeah, it's awesome.
They're a big hit.
I'm a jalapeno guy, so when I see jalapeno on the menu, I always got to try it and see what it's all about. I was ready for just like a jalapeno filled with some chicken and cheese, you know,
stuffed jalapeno.
And when I got it, I'm like, "What are these? Are they chicken bites?" I thought
That's
maybe
not what I thought it was going to be at all. Like,
Yeah.
I literally had no idea that it was not going to be like a chicken nugget.
and that's why I didn't describe it to you at all. I wanted
That
to
is
take
It's
it.
going to
not
be a
a
chicken
chicken
nugget. Neil, you got to try this, man.
Neil, you come on
Come over
over.
here. Come over here.
Yeah, come get one.
Come dip this in the comeback sauce.
Do a little dip, and then try one of those.
I think we should also move to the mozzarella stick before it gets too cold.
Absolutely. We'll do that next.
Oh, wow, look at you.
Come on.
Don't
You're
be
so
scared.
He's a
artistic.
professional.
Look
Look
at
at
the drip.
this.
Wow. Little drip.
There you go. That's
double dipper.
yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, just
Ah,
one
you were
bite.
right,
Attaboy.
right?
one bite.
Everybody knows the rules.
Everybody knows the rules,
I was
right?
just gonna say that.
Pretty awesome, right?
Wow, it's really good, right? Neil
Again,
hates
it
food.
catches you off guard.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
Whatever you guys decided there was the right thing.
Your wives must hate you. I would be so fat if you were my parents.
All my kid eats is these chicken tenders.
Oh yeah, it's seriously.
Chicken tendies.
I mean, your kids love you because
do.
they eat so much better. You know what's funny though? I used to introduce my kids to a little bit more of an elevated type of menu every once in a while.
Sure.
And I'd be like, "You guys eat all those lousy chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
Let me give you something that's a little bit better." And they always preferred the cheap
Of course.
crap. You know, I give them the really nice, like, took me an hour and a half to make the mac and cheese,
Yeah.
and they'd be like,
Nah, I'll take the craft
Yeah.
one
What
in
I
the
tell you,
box.
bro.
But now my son is 10, and he eats sushi with me. And
Sushi?
That was the first thing out of the box he ate, and
Really?
it blew my mind. I got tired of telling him try it and he say no, so I just went, all right, well, I'm not going to tell you anymore. And I had crab and shrimp spicy
And
sushi.
he ate that?
And he goes, "Daddy, can I take a bite?" And I go, "I'm not going
Okay.
to tell you no,
Right.
but I'm going to tell you there's a lot of flavor here, okay? And it's got a little spice." And he tried it, and he was like, "This is awesome." And I went,
Wow.
"Well, I never would have thought that in a million years." But now every week, once a week, he wants that.
That's great.
That's
So
awesome.
once he did
you,
that,
You couldn't pay my kids to eat sushi.
I couldn't. And 3 months before that, I couldn't have paid
Yeah.
him anything. It just something clicked in his brain, and he said, "You know what? I'm going to tell myself to try it instead of my dad trying it." He's had Wagyu beef with me now.
Well,
he's
don't,
had lobster.
don't get him used to that.
Yeah,
You'll be in
that's
trouble.
Every 6
Sushi
weeks
and
we have
Wagyu,
Wagyu
I mean,
at my
come on.
house.
Nice.
So, we have a big Wagyu night at my house, and I'm very close with the guy who owns Meat Artisan,
Okay.
and it's the #1 purveyor of Wagyu online. So they'll ship it right to your door
Really?
overnight, butcher cut. It's amazing.
Really?
So we order a big box, and like 6 or 7
All
of us
different
go
cuts.
in on a box. Yes, 8 or 9 different cuts. We'll have a huge Wagyu night. We'll just feast.
Who cooks the beef?
Most of it me.
All right.
But I have a couple of other guys that love to cook too, so they
Okay.
come over and they'll take shifts. But we'll get the best of bourbons, the best wines, the best Wagyu, and we'll just make a night out of it.
Jeez, I gotta hang out with you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sounds
hell yeah.
awesome.
Hell yeah. It's so much fun.
You just need a cigar and some
That's
weed,
it.
and I'll be
And
there.
we have all of
That's
it.
it.
We
Add
have,
it
we have
all.
all of it. So what I find the funniest is serving it up on some paper plates sometimes. So we could be bougie on a budget.
Yeah.
It's it's a good time.
Paper plates are the new porcelain china.
That's
let
it.
me just tell
All
you
right,
that.
let's get in on that big guy.
All
Will
right,
you,
cut-
will
you
you
cut
grab
it
it,
up.
for us with the tongy tongs?
Yeah,
The mozzarella stick.
Yeah. We want to get in on it before it actually
Good luck
fully
grabbing that.
congeals, but
That's gonna be.
grab it in the middle somewhere.
wanted to make sure there was no like ancillary stuff here.
Oh, you look at that. It's
Oh,
definitely gonna.
Still good.
You gotta go.
Need 2
Yes.
tongs.
Look at you.
Somebody thought to bring 2 tongs.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see how I get this to work. Though.
You're good. So far, so good. One on one, one on the other. I think you're good. Just right over here. You did it.
Typically how I handle my meat.
Yeah. Big and frothy, right?
With tongs.
Except that this is not meat.
That's disgusting, PJ. Shame on you. This is an all ages show.
That's right. All right. So you
All
get
right.
an end, I get
So
an
it
end.
gets some comeback on it already.
Gets comeback.
natively.
It gets grated
Did you get-
cheese. It gets fresh chives.
Chives, huh?
Yes.
I love the breading that you guys are using.
Yeah, breading's on point.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
so
so
good.
that's the same breading that we put on the chicken,
Yeah.
which is definitely a little different for a mozzarella stick.
Mm-hmm.
You know, using the flour base, and most of the time it's breadcrumb.
Absolutely delicious, and I can see right out the fryer how that thing.
Yeah.
is
Oh, you
so
can
damn good.
stretch that thing out to here.
Come on.
I was gonna say, I'm afraid if it came out fresh, I would have probably
You would have ate a whole
choked on
pound
it.
of mozzarella.
I would have,
that
yeah,
came out.
choked on it too.
Yep.
The
Yeah, exactly. And I'm gonna leave it at 2 bites because we got so much other food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know
the chives are a nice touch
Neil.
Yeah.
to spice up the
Little flavor.
the garnishing of
And
the
it makes it look
mozzarella.
nicer.
Yeah. Definitely it levels it
You
up.
want
a
to get
bit.
in on it?
No, thank you. I'm dieting
And
as
it's
well.
different. It's different without the the traditional marinara.
Yeah, that's boring.
Yeah.
You know,
You know that
it's
that
boring to
comeback
me.
sauce. It's versatile.
It's like an angry
is.
vodka, like an angry vodka sauce, like an angry vodka slash like thousand. I don't even
But
know.
it's
how to
not
I
describe
marinara
love
it.
that
based.
description. Actually, I'm going to tell the staff to start using that.
An
Yeah,
angry
angry
vodka.
vodka.
Angry vodka sauce, because everybody asks what it is.
It's what it kind of tastes like to me.
I
I
love
mean,
it.
I could be like way off base.
Is it an
Mike,
egg
because
or
you're
mayo
making it.
base?
Oh,
It is.
Are we allowed to ask that?
I mean, we
It's a
can
cream
say
base
that.
of some sort.
it's a cream based sauce. That's a
Alright.
good
All
description.
right, there you go.
All right, so
It's a sweet and spicy cream based sauce.
There you
Sure.
go.
There you go.
I like it.
Neil, you going for napkins?
All right.
Can
so
you go for paper towels or something?
What do you got next? What are you going for?
I can't wait to
I
have
think
some of
we're
that
gonna go with
cornbread
some
too.
wingies,
Okay.
Right?
Those are the cluck off wings.
cluck off wings.
Do me a favor. Save that one for last.
Yeah.
The,
Okay.
the wings or the cornbred?
The cluck off wing.
All right,
off
we're gonna
wings.
save that.
Oh, those are the real hot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just because sometimes you eat that and everything else is going to taste the same.
That's right. That makes sense. It'll mute your taste buds. All right. So how about these guys?
Those are our tenders. I did them hot for you.
Very good.
Drizzled with the liquid gold, the hot honey. And then, I mean, I would dunk that in some ranch,
Yeah.
or
I'm
have
gonna-
the
I'm gonna do
chipotle
the-
ranch right
your
there.
chipotle ranch.
Ooh, I'm gonna try that. That's gonna be
chipotle
my
ranch.
flavor right there.
I'm gonna try that.
Can I
as
try
well.
it both ways, like nude and with?
You can try
Wait,
it
so you hate
however
ranch, but you
want.
like Chipotle ranch?
I don't like ranch at all, but since I'm venturing out like an adult,
I have
I
a
think
s-
he's. What's this?
I like
that's our honey
Chipotle.
mustard.
Honey mustard. All right. Well, I think a honey mustard.
That's boring.
Yeah.
It's like
I'm gonna try
mozzarella
it
stick
different
with
ways.
with
I have our
with
honey
marinara.
buffalo
I'm
there.
going straight first.
Man, that was a big bite.
Mm-hmm. You said it was hot, so I wanted to
Do you
taste
hate it?
the hot.
Do you hate it? I got some stuff.
I mean, it can be hotter. I just gave you that level.
That is our number 1 biggest seller, by the way.
Yeah.
Makes sense. They're big, plump pieces of chicken.
This is terrible. Who invited you guys on the show? This is awful. This is so good.
Yeah, with every bite, I just go, Okay, I see it. I see why everybody is so jazzed up. Because I'm born and raised in Wall Township.
Oh wow.
Oh, nice.
Went to Wall High School.
Okay.
So I know lots of people that still live in Wall, and they have just texted me nonstop. This place is awesome, dude. I wish they opened this up when I was in high school because I would have been there like every after soccer practice. I would have been there I would have been this size at soccer practice. 42 years old. It's a lifetime away, but oh my God.
I like the Chipotle Ranch. I like the Chipotle.
Yeah, and the people in Wool. I mean, I guess we've taken over an iconic spot, the old
the
circus.
That's
so
right.
A lot of people, have held that location dear to their heart. So I'm hoping that
You
we
even
can
make your
latch
honey
on.
mustard too, huh?
absolutely everything.
You know what I like too about your chicken? I'm gonna be honest with you guys here. Sometimes chicken can be like, especially when it's like split or something like that, and you can get like a tendon or whatever
Sure,
that is
sure.
in there, and you'll get that bite, and if you take that one bite and it just completely turns your
Yeah.
stomach, then you don't want to have chicken anymore, and that does not happen with this.
So
Why?
I've learned so much about chicken going into this industry. We meet with so many vendors and farms and just get educated every time we meet with some. So there's a lot of different companies and brands that want us to move their product,
Sure,
right?
of course.
When we started off, we never expected the volume we were going to move. So believe it or not, our vendors couldn't actually get us enough chicken at the
Yeah.
beginning.
So you had to
Which
have
was
alternate vendors.
It was a good problem, but it was a big problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were running out of different things a lot, so we started talking to a lot of different farms, different vendors, and I learned a lot about it. And believe it or not, a lot of people like the jumbo tenders and the jumbo. We use what's called a small clipped or small bird, and I've learned about it. And it's actually the smaller the bird, the more tender it is.
Yeah.
And it also a lot of the things that you're describing that you don't like about that, that's found in the larger birds.
Yep.
And I never knew this in all the years I've been eating chicken. I learned about it from all this, and then I started really paying attention to it, and that's when I realized it. Right, I could taste the difference. You go to, a large chain grocery store and you buy that, the chicken by the pound.
Yeah.
Those huge breasts, and then you
Yep.
compare it to the breasts we get. Our breasts are much smaller.
I don't like cooking with the big boys
It's
either.
it's a different texture. It's
Yeah.
a different flavor. Everything's different.
Well, they usually juice it up
Well,
with
yeah.
steroids
100%.
and hormones and
And you can tell
fillers
this is
and
more
stuff.
You see
succulent,
chicken
way
breast,
more
they look
succulent.
like turkey breast.
Yeah,
exactly.
How
yeah.
is that
Yeah,
possible?
no, it's
What do
not
they say? These
possible.
birds they're 32 days, 38 days, something like
forgot.
that. They're no longer in 32, 38 days.
Yeah.
That's
Jeez.
it.
That is it. I mean,
I ate
so
the whole
far,
thing.
yeah, I'm getting to the point where I'm like, all right, slow down.
We
We
got a
got
lot
a lot
left.
more to go.
There's more to go.
But so far, just elite chicken.
Thank you.
Now, why don't we try a breast? You want to cut into that?
Mike is basking in
That's
its
the-
glory right
That's
now.
the double
Drum.
butter
That's
drum.
the double
Yeah, that's right. I said it again.
Yeah.
Two
Did that
times.
again.
Let's go the smaller of the two, just so we don't absolutely devour a monster. But yes, again, I thought it was a
looks
breast.
like a chicken breast.
Yeah, so that's a butterflied drumstick.
So the name double butters from the butterflied buttermilk drumstick. I don't want to say we invented it because there could be somewhere else that somebody's doing this.
Yeah.
But I just haven't found them yet.
Yeah, at least around here.
I have not.
At least around here, you guys invented.
So that one is a Nashville medium spice with
it's
the
a
hot honey
schmedium.
drizzle. Yeah, the schmedium.
And the whole point of
you gotta
butterflying
check
it
that
just makes it easier to eat. It also
Yeah.
makes it a little bit more
Super
tender.
juicy.
It makes you cook it a little bit more straight across too,
Yep.
right?
Yes.
Like
yes.
sometimes if you're not butterflying it, you can get pieces that are a little overdone, underdone.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So this is
Breading is still crispy.
Yeah. And we're pushing two and
Still
a half
crispy.
hours
2.5
now.
hours.
Still crispy. It's
I'd
so
still be
good.
driving around my car for 30 minutes before I
Yeah.
ate it.
all right. So I've done this before, but this is a crispy piece. I'm gonna ASMR this one.
Wow.
Ooh, that came out. That sounded great.
Right, 2+ hours,
Perfect.
no problem there. Absolutely delicious.
Guys, you know your chicken. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I mean, I'm not surprised. I feel like a broken record, but I'm not surprised.
And anybody that's watching, we're not blowing smoke.
No.
Go there, and I challenge you. Go there, try it, and then counter any of our points here. I'd be happy to hear it. No, it's just really, really good quality, really well done. You guys take pride in it. It's clear. And I see where you fit in, which is You have an attention to detail. You want it to be a certain way. You want the textures to show through, and they certainly are, right?
Yeah, you know,
For sure.
my family, we order takeout a lot. We go
Yeah.
out to eat a lot.
Yeah.
I don't cook much. And, you know, just from eating out and different things, you see, you know, what you like, what you don't like. That's kind of how I developed it. And a lot of my pet peeves, like you were talking about your pet peeves, you know, I was just like, you know, when I think about it, when we were making the food, I was like, no, this can't happen. You know, when I get home and you know, my chicken's soggy or this or that,
It ruins
I
your
hate
whole
it.
meal,
Yeah,
man. And then you're eating it and you're all angry.
Yep.
Yep.
You're like, why the hell did I even order this? I should have gone and picked it up.
Or another big pet peeve of mine is when I go home, I told them about this when we were talking about the sauces, and I dip into their barbecue, and I'm like, oh, this is bullseye. Or
Heinz, yeah.
I
Yeah, you
I
can
have their salad
familiar-
dressing, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, this is in my fridge. There's nothing more annoying.
Salad dressing is a slippery slope here today. Let's not talk
I-
about salad
You had to
dressings here,
bring it up.
Mike.
You guys were completely on your game, and then one
Had
of
to
you
bring
went,
it up.
uh-oh.
Not like any of us were
Uh-oh.
going to eat the salad anyway,
No one's
but
eating salad.
But the salads are a great visual, guys. Just to show
But
you,
yes.
they don't only do chicken well, they clearly make killer
You
salads.
can eat healthy at
So
Broadway.
you bring that home and you can like feign health. You can go, look, guys, I brought a salad.
aside
can have
from
the
the two that
salad
you brought
first.
here today, right, which is like a regular, it seems like a chopped salad
Looks
with
like a
some
That's
Cobb?
our Cobb salad.
That's the Cobb.
Yeah.
That's our Caesar.
Do you guys do you add chicken to that too?
Yes.
Yep.
You
So
can
every
get it.
salad comes with grilled or fried, your choice.
Okay.
I think I would have laughed if you said no. We don't, we
they-
don't put
they
chicken
might
in
have.
the salad.
That would have been the catch. That would have been the catch.
Yeah, it would be chickenless salad.
Oh man.
All right, so that one is that similar. I mean,
No,
The sandwich?
that's the spicy one.
that's the spicy guy.
Ooh.
All right, let's get into
Can we
it.
have
So
it?
that's our Nashville hot. That's our most popular.
Most popular
sandwich.
sandwich. Yep.
That and Nashville hot. You can pick your heat levels starting at mild all the way to cluck off. Ranch pickles, coleslaw.
All right.
Does this have cluck off on it?
No,
No.
I gave you hot there on the sandwich.
Does it also have pickles?
And
That one's got
pickles.
pickles.
Okay. Because now I'm like all about pickles.
I love it. You
Now
gone
he
from
wants-
a
now he-
week ago going get
I
the
would have
pickles
pulled it
outta
off.
here.
Yeah.
Now he wants pickles.
And now
on
he's like,
everything.
oh, you got
Don't give me a whole half. Yeah,
No.
Okay, I was
No,
gonna say.
No, I'm
Let's make it a joint effort here. Mike only had a bite of his own sandwich.
I saw him just leave it there, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna stop offering it to him because ooh, that one's got.
We
a nice
brought this
pickle.
for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. All right, so it's got
Mike, you having
coleslaw on
some?
it.
I'm good.
It's got coleslaw. It's got pickle.
I ate before I came.
Oh, I love slaw, by the way. Another thing that I used to always hate, and now as an adult, I love slaw. But I hate bad slaw.
Of course.
Yeah,
You know, like,
I know. So ours is a buttermilk coleslaw.
do you use orange juice in it?
Orange juice.
Yeah, I heard people put orange juice in their coleslaw. Is that
What
not
to
true?
give it
Rare.
some like
Can't tell you.
acidic.
And if it was in there, I wouldn't tell you anyway.
But-
But it's not in there.
Wow. That is so good. It was refreshing.
So that's like, you know, that's our staple.
Yeah.
That's our Nashville hot sandwich, hot, most ordered sandwich.
Yeah.
We've had a kid that, believe it or not, since the week we opened, he's come in at least 4 times a week, just gotten that sandwich
crap.
every week. It's like,
He's
Yeah.
giving
Every
you
week.
like a third of his pay.
He is.
I can see it because
But he's a happy man.
the chicken sandwiches are the go-to for me. I love your chicken sandwiches the most of everything so far here. I'm not gonna lie
I
to you
do too.
guys.
And everything is
I
so
like the
good.
sandwich.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, chicken sandwiches they're nice, they're portable. I mean, but that biscuit was so
The biscuit was
damn
really good. Is this like a potato bun?
yeah,
Yes.
potato bun.
Yep.
Yeah. The new sandwich is killer. This is also killer.
Yep.
Chicken sandwiches are the ones for me, fellas.
And I love the chicken wrap. That chicken wrap was really impressive. And you can do that with the really spicy too, right?
You can.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can pick your heat levels.
And I'll tell you, if you told me you like Caesar salads, the Nashville Caesar salad is like a game changer.
Yeah.
You do the Nashville hot chicken, the hot spice
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
in the Nashville with the Caesar with the
Caesar
Caesar dressing. It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's like a spicy Caesar
Spicy
salad.
I'm gonna
Caesar.
come into your brick and mortar and I'm gonna get this
Yes.
myself.
100%.
And I'm gonna rely heavily on what you just told me because
And I
I'm
won't
like,
forget the dressing.
Yeah, just make sure Mike doesn't forget the Caesar dressing.
I'll see you there, right? I'll be hanging out in the back. And I never usually, I know this is super weird. I'm like kind of like weird with Caesar salad. I typically just eat Caesar salad as Caesar salad. I don't typically put cheese in it. I mean, chicken. But I will do this because you told me to.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, you should. It's good. Different.
was awesome.
Very different.
All right.
Now you got to go with the Killer Bee
Right.
wing.
All right. So we go Killer Bee now. Where is that?
Yeah.
That's the ones
Right
towards,
there.
towards the front.
These guys. So that's honey
That's
and hot,
our
right?
That's our Killer Bee sauce.
homemade. That's Killer Bee. Can I describe what it is? Or?
Sure.
Oh, okay. So it's
Please-
like
please do.
I gotta ask him first. He gets mad at me.
As long as there's no
People-
proprietary spices
I'm
in there.
standing behind the counter and
We'll list
people-
all the ingredients afterwards,
Yeah.
the exact measurements of what you guys.
Don't worry, we'll get the info.
People
for you
ask
guys.
me questions when I'm behind the counter and I see Mike staring.
Yep.
At me.
Like, don't you tell him.
Don't answer
Don't
that.
Well, you know, you guys, believe it or not, he'll remember this. There was a guy in there one day asking all these questions, and I picked up on it right away.
Yeah, he was a competitor.
Mike turns his back. He's pulling his phone out. He's trying to stand on his tippy toes, recording stuff.
Yeah.
I go walk by the table, and I'm like, hey, you know, can I get you? He's, oh, no, I'm trying to open up my own chicken restaurant.
I'm just trying to copy.
I look at him,
everything
I'm
you're
like,
doing.
Okay.
this is what we have to deal with.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
It's a definitely an interesting market to be in, right?
Yep.
Like,
But I think you could tell them all the ingredients and they wouldn't be able to make it.
Sure.
Most likely.
Yeah.
You know, it's something you're doing. It's the machines you're using. It's the way you're cooking.
sure.
It's the time. It's the effort. It all goes in.
do you still cook?
What, like at home?
No. I mean at the restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
You cook
That's
at the
where
restaurant?
I am, in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't
So-
let him out of there.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
not
90% of
allowed
it's
out of
for
the
you.
kitchen.
Take a bite, please.
It's so good.
Mike doesn't let me out of the kitchen.
Whip you back in there. Get in there. Make food.
Well, the reason why I asked that is because, and I've said this on another episode. The key ingredient is the chef.
Well,
It's like I make my mother's sauce. You know, my mother makes tomato sauce. It comes out a certain way.
Sure.
I do the same exact recipe
Sure.
as my mother. My sauce comes out different.
Sure.
You know.
Listen, you always have to have a good staff. You got to properly train. You got to have your
Yeah.
systems down.
Yep.
You know, it all goes into it. For
Do
sure.
you guys think that? I know that you said. Well,
This is
I
so
like the
good.
little bite on that sauce.
Yep.
It like
The sauce is
bloomed
good.
on me there, right?
You're getting the balance of
Yeah.
heat and that sweet.
yeah.
Sweet heat.
Do you guys think? And again, you don't have to like divulge anything that's like top secret for future. But do you guys think, knowing that you wanted to buy into a franchise, decided to go your own route, do you have the ambition or wherewithal or will
What, right here?
to franchise? Yep.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you got to talk
Yeah.
to the big guy.
Now,
about this.
franchising.
So we built this whole concept to be a franchise. I've been in franchising for 15 years. That was the goal from the beginning.
So you've
It
got
was-
the experience, understanding how to franchise.
Exactly. It was like a 1 to 2 year play. With the early on success, I don't know how much you guys know about franchising, but you know the whole process is very lengthy. You got to file. You got to be licensed. We had a lot of early interest that we didn't expect to have so early on, so we kind of expedited the process. We got our federal disclosure document, which is your license, in 28 states on March 31st.
Nice.
And we did start officially franchising.
Yeah.
I will announce we are building our state-of-the-art Broadway 2.0.
Yes.
It is going to be in the new Fort Monmouth.
Oh, wow, right down the street
very
over here.
cool.
Right across the street from Netflix.
Yeah, good
in
move.
the
Beautiful.
Riverwalk Center.
Yeah.
It will be twice the size with an outdoor dining area. And it is going to be like the next gen store.
Right along the water there?
Yeah, right there on that little I don't know.
I
whatever that's
remember
little-
when they were trying to rent it out. I used to work in the AV industry, and we helped build Baseline Social,
Yeah.
which is right on the
Yeah,
beach
we're right by there.
Right there.
And just absolutely incredible location. And getting in there before it gets crazy busy.
Genius move, fellas.
Ooh, that place is going to be popping.
Because it's
Yeah.
going to be for real.
Yeah.
My God.
You know what I
More
mean?
work for me.
And there are going to be tons
You'd rather have the work than the other, right?
of celebrities obviously in the saturated in the area.
Yeah.
Moving in. Aside, put the corporate Netflix execs to the side.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, like the face value of it for you guys there with the
Yeah.
celebrities. Now, celebrities, I can tell you from dealing with in my own experience, they can be hit or miss with like
course.
with exposure. You know what I'm saying? But if you can start to get that wall of fame,
Yeah.
kind of like Kimmy has going on in
Yeah,
Confections
yeah,
of the Rock Star.
absolutely. Yep.
That's
Yeah.
a great portfolio.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys already know you have a great product, right?
Yeah.
You know, but like that extra little
Absolutely.
push, and especially on the business side, from like social media standpoint,
You should have a sign that says, "Look at these cluck-offs."
Yeah. It just brings people in, man. You know,
know
like
what?
people
You
will
guys-
travel to come to your facility.
They do. You guys can be the first on the wall.
Yes,
Thank you.
we'll be the 2 biggest cluckers.
There you go.
Big mother clucker.
What have we not gotten into
The
now?
cornbread, the
You got
biscuit,
cornbread. Well,
this
I mean-
deliciousnness, whatever
Oh,
this
yeah, our
is.
Brussels
That's
sprouts.
Brussels sprouts
Oh,
with some
that's right
drizzle.
up my alley. Let's have
Yes.
some.
Yeah, let's
That's
go.
our biggest selling side.
So this like just
Want a helping?
honestly, this was actually Mike's idea. I'll give it to him.
Something healthy on the
He
menu.
he
right?
made them at his house, not as good as I recreated. He made them.
You take the inspiration and you
Yeah.
elevate it.
But surprisingly, people, this has like become one of our biggest sellers.
Oh, I love Brussels
It's our
sprouts.
high, it's our biggest selling app.
You know what's funny with Brussels sprouts? Everybody has the idea of what a Brussels sprout is, and they think it's garbage because they never had it cooked correctly.
Yes.
They never had it roasted long enough that
Uh-huh.
it got soft, right? And then all this deliciousness.
And they
that you put
smell
on it.
when they're raw.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
These are good.
They're really good.
I used to think that my wife makes the best Brussels sprouts, but
Oh, sorry, wifey.
Oh boy.
Sorry, wifey.
these are really good.
Take some of them home to her,
She'll appreciate
Yeah,
it.
bring
and
'em
she'll admit it that those are better.
So that I guess I can say what's in there. Yeah.
Brussels
Yeah.
sprout.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's just grated parm and then our homemade hot honey.
and roasted.
Yeah,
Roasted.
we cook them a certain way.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, the Brussels sprouts, the reason I started trying to figure it out is we were testing chicken for so long that it was coming time to open, and I just one day was
So
looking. I was
tired of
building
chicken.
I was building the menu up like how I was going to look, and I'm like, we don't have a single vegetable in this
Yeah.
place. I'm like, I'm calling them like, we need to figure this out.
Yeah.
We need to have something.
Right.
And that's
Whether
kind of
it's
how it
roasted
started.
corn or it's.
I'm glad that it's not corn.
Yeah. Corn
Do you
gives
have
you no
corn?
nutritional
Well,
value.
we have the
It's just-
cornbread, so I didn't want to do cornbread and
you
then
don't need that.
corn. Needed something green. Let's put it that way.
That was the right decision.
Watermelon.
Watermelon.
Just during the summertime.
Neil, can you throw me another bottle of water, please? On that?
And when summertime comes and if you have a liquor
Thank you.
license at the other spot, you could do alcohol infused watermelon.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
So,
I like
what's
that.
the footprint of this new place? Is
Big,
it
right?
huge?
So it's about almost double the size of the one we're in now. But that's it has outdoor dining, so that's going to be the differentiating factor
Yeah,
there.
from
Yeah.
like late spring until fall.
Between indoors and outdoors, we should have roughly seating for about 100.
Awesome.
There is that many seats outside, right? Yeah.
I think we have a ballpark of 60 inside, and then maybe
Yeah.
another 40 to 50 outside. We got to see all the tables. The building's not done yet.
You'll
you
have
know.
standing
They're
room
building
only.
it now.
People will be standing with their trays out there.
Yeah.
What are the operating hours on this type of facility? Is it open for dinner too, or is it like mid-afternoon through early evening? How does that work?
11 to 9, and then in the warmer season, we'll extend the hours, maybe Friday, Saturday,
Yeah.
Sunday.
Oh wow.
Stay open till 10. It all depends on what the demand is, right?
Yeah.
Like I think summer's going to start really picking up around here
Yeah.
in the next week or two, and we've
When
already
they
talked
when
about.
they fix that bridge in Belmar, that's when
Yeah.
everybody's going to start pouring in.
I can't believe that.
It is
Exactly.
mind blowing that they didn't fix
It's
that.
crazy.
It got pushed back. It was supposed to be done before Memorial Day, right? And then they just couldn't do
They
it.
couldn't get the parts. for
Is
the
that
bridge.
why?
Yeah. They've been trying all their different sources. They couldn't get the parts. They needed to order them from overseas. It was taking forever.
Of course.
Overseas.
Yep.
We don't have the parts here.
America.
It makes 0 sense.
Can't even build a bridge in America. All right, so are we going the hot boys?
There's
now, or we-
more?
You
Well,
got to.
now, yeah. So you have the cornbread left.
I definitely want
You
some.
want to break off a piece of that guy?
You
You
need
got to
to
use the honey
You
butter at
gotta
that.
dip it in the honey,
Honey
butter.
butter. Yes.
Oh, wow.
That's what you spread on the biscuit
expecting
too, right? Honey
Yes,
butter?
that was on
This
the
guy?
sandwich. No, actually, you have one right there. There you go.
He keeps going for the ranch that he doesn't
know.
like.
Watch
He's
your
just-
tongue, Mike.
He's just all about
Make
that
sure you
ranch.
mix that up.
Yeah, get in
Use
there.
a knife, stir it around a little bit.
I got another fork.
Come on, honey.
There you
Butter.
go. Look
Oh,
at you.
yeah.
Truffle butter almost.
I like the way you swirl that. in
Look
there.
at that talent.
All right. Good
I
enough.
see why you're married.
That's right. It took me 12 seconds. Same thing.
That's 4 times as long as me, so fuck it. Shit. Who's running a marathon in a sprint race?
Can you at least bring the butter over
No,
here?
wait,
so I
let me
can
dip
use
it
too,
first.
You sons of bitch.
Ooh, yeah.
You can pour it on too.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
that will work.
I'll just give it a nice dunk.
I can't believe it even needs this.
We have people that actually ask us if they can buy a bottle of that stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What is this? First of all, you should. Why do you not bottle it and sell it inside your facility?
It's in the
Again.
process. All
Yeah.
our sauces,
Absolutely.
sauces, dressings, spices, honey butter. We're working on getting it all bottled and packaged.
Can you
Good,
guys
good,
adopt me? Can I be a part of your families?
I want to be reserved on the wall, and just when
No
we
problem.
come in, we'll be taken care of. This place is awesome. I'm
No
so
problem.
happy.
I just named that chicken sandwich.
Oh,
Oh, here it comes.
Yeah, let's hear.
Yeah, it's the EGT sandwich.
Yep.
The EGT chicken sandwich.
EGT chicken
It's
sandwich.
the James sandwich.
All right.
If EGT actually means something, can we make it match ingredients?
no.
Nope.
I don't think that's going to work.
Nope.
Sorry.
Glaze.
The cornbread is really good, fellas. I'm not to change the subject, but it's not dry. I hate dry cornbread. It drives me crazy. I don't
Yeah, so
understand.
we make a fresh batch every morning.
Every morning.
Every morning is a fresh batch of biscuits, fresh batch of cornbread. You're never getting stuff that's,
Makes sense.
pre-made and
How can you?
No.
Why would you not? And I would assume that Mike wouldn't allow that anyway.
no, of
No,
course
right?
not.
No, definitely not.
Nope.
I tried to sneak a batch by him the other day.
No.
Stop me.
That's really good. That's like, it kind of reminds me of like something I would get in like Amish country.
That's good. Yeah.
Is that, does-
The churning butter.
that's
in
kind of, yeah,
Amish
that's like
country.
it's like a
Yeah,
it's
like
a compliment.
high quality
That's a
butter
compliment. Yeah,
mixed with.
I mean, that's what
with
it is.
Like a farm raised honey.
That's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what it is, right?
It's very country.
All right. So are these the hot guys?
Those are the hot guys.
We've had the biscuit. I know what that
You ate the
tastes like.
biscuit, yes.
Taste the biscuit.
So that's our cluck off
Oh, let's cluck and do it.
Nashville seasoning,
I don't even know if I can.
and it
eat
was
any.
you
drizzled
can.
with hot honey.
you
I have blue cheese and ranch there.
Blue cheese, I'll do. I love me some
You
blue
should
cheese.
take a bite without the sauce first.
Yeah, of course.
It's
Of course.
this one.
You got to really get the spice in there.
Yep.
You don't want to rinse it off.
No.
All right.
Yeah, that's.
So
the
there's
blue
a spot that's still nice and.
That's the
and
blue
soaked.
cheese, right there. If you want.
I'm gonna get in on.
All
it.
right.
This is the cluck off.
Pluck off, brother.
I don't know. I hope it's hot enough. Oh my god.
For me, it's child's play,
Oh my.
but it's delicious.
Is it hot?
No. My wife
Oh.
tells me I'm broken though, so it's me.
I am
It's-
too.
It's not you, it's me. Yeah. No, we'll go and we'll have hot wings.
So I mean,
It's spicy. It blooms, but it's not like.
I've seen people come in the restaurant. They order that. They just eat it.
Yep.
And
And,
then
then
they're
I've
shocked.
I've had a group of kids and they saying they want to try it. And the
About
kid,
30 seconds later, you get a nice tingle.
Yeah.
Which I'm liking.
We did have a kid throw up in the.
Remember
parking
that?
lot. Yes.
I was highly concerned.
Yes.
Now I can also see. I'm only eating one right now, but I can definitely see a cumulative factor.
You
to
guys
it.
are heat freaks.
Well, listen, my wife is Hispanic, so like everything is spicy in my house.
It's
You
always
know,
heat.
even my love life. I mean, not that part of it. I mean,
Sure about
I mean, all right, not that part of it. I mean, like the attitude can be spicy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep it PG-13.
Keep this away from her, right?
So the cluck off is our hottest.
Yeah.
It's made with the Reaper pepper. I won't eat it. We have a lot of people that they get it every time. A lot of these restaurants have like a signature hot one that like you'll maybe get one person a week or a month that'll come in and eat it.
Sure.
Nobody actually enjoys it. It's kind of more of like a
Novelty
fun
spice.
risk
See,
factor
See, I don't
thing.
like that. I like hot with some flavor.
Yeah.
I was telling him.
Yeah.
When you watch the Hot Ones show, they do like the 8th one is called Da Bomb.
Yeah.
It is legitimately just like chemical burn for your mouth. There's no flavor
Right.
involved. I want it to taste good. Otherwise, what am I doing? Like,
Yeah.
I don't give a crap about
Whatever hot pepper you're gonna choose, it has to be blended
Uh-huh.
with, seasoning.
Well, I loved it. It did open up. It got me like a little tacky.
Oh, okay.
But delicious.
3 or 4 of those on top of each other, your mouth
Then
is
you
going
have
to be on
the
fire.
combo effect where
Yeah.
you're gonna be sweating through it.
You
Just
guys
doing
still
one.
Meat freaks, crazy.
Yeah, no, I
I,
love
I,
it.
I don't know how you do it.
That was awesome. I mean, that was one of the best chicken experiences I've ever had, start to finish, and it's 2 hours old. So that just tells me when I
Longer
get in
than that
there
now.
and I get it
Almost
right out the
3.
fryer. Yeah, almost 3 now.
Almost 3 hours. Yeah.
Get it right out the fryer. I'm gonna be in heaven.
Yeah.
Especially those Broadway bites. Those are incredible. Whatever you guys did to make them what they are, don't change a thing ever.
So that was actually that recipe was created by my father-in-law.
Well, your father-in-law is a smart man.
Yeah.
That was really, really well done.
Really?
It was.
Really well done. Yeah, I mean, it's just, it plays with your mind too, because I legitimately go, it's just a chicken cube,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, and then I
That's
bite
what
into it and I go,
that's what I thought.
okay, that's nothing like what I thought of. Then I thought, is it like a chicken salad in it? No, it's not that either. It's just a blended mixture of like, it's got to be 5-6 ingredients
Yeah.
in there, and it's just
That
so
was
good
Mike's
consistency.
father-in-law, Jeff. Shout out, Jeff.
All
Yep.
right, Jeff.
Thank you,
great,
Jeff.
Great job, Jeff.
So how that came about, you know, I had this vision that everything in the store was going to be highest quality ingredients, everything made in house, nothing processed, nothing brought in, reheated, and we had a vendor who wanted us to sell something that was pre-made, and it was similar but not even close as good.
No way.
And we messed around with it for a little bit, and I said, "That's it, get it off the menu.
Yeah.
We're not selling this anymore." And I went to Jeff.
Would that have been the only thing that was pre-made on your entire menu?
The only thing pre-made on our entire menu right now is our French fries.
There,
Yeah.
so I'm saying if you had those, they would stick out like a sore thumb
Oh,
because
exactly.
they're
They would have.
pre-made and everything else is just attention to
Exactly.
detail.
So,
Yeah,
you know, I brought
You
it to
had to.
Jeff, and I said, you know, I want to make something. I told him what I want, and he came up with it.
that's awesome. So Jeff has culinary background too.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah,
Yes.
he was
You're surrounded by some good chefs.
I try to stay around chefs.
smart,
you know?
right? You don't do it yourself, so have some.
I don't like cooking.
That's my life too, and now you guys are getting a little glimpse of it. You know, have you guys around serving me amazing food? We have Chef Lou from Blend on Maine. We've got
There
the
you
Prime
go.
13 guys. Just surround yourself with
There
great
you go.
food, and you will never go.
You'll
And you will
go
never
a
be
day
skinny
hungry.
in your day life.
Never be skinny, but you'll be happy. Fat and happy
We are
is
very
the saying,
lucky.
right?
In this area.
Hey
Yeah.
Neil, can I have another
Agreed.
water? Because I wanna fill the cup back.
Oh,
up.
it's hotter than you thought.
No,
I went to
enjoy
college
myself.
and-
I got a little.
I see a little sweat on your
Yeah.
yeah,
forehead.
I said I got like a little glaze.
All right.
I went to college in the Midwest, and that really also affirmed my appreciation for where we come from.
Yeah.
And you know, I have a lot of not so great things to say about the state in general.
Sure.
However, we are very fortunate here with the dexterity of the style of food
Oh,
that
yeah.
we have
100%.
and the quality of
Yeah.
that
Absolutely.
different styles
Yeah.
of food.
100%.
We have
You
no
know.
shortage of good food around here, and a lot of different, you know, diverse types of food.
Yep.
That's why I tip my hat to you guys when I said earlier it's almost a saturated market, right? You know, like the food industry is a very, very either you're going to excel and you're going to succeed in
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
or you're just going to be blasé and you're going to make it 4 or 5 years.
There's no
and
chance
that's
of
it.
this not succeeding, and the reason is there's 1,000 places that do chicken. There's one of you. There's one place that does this, and if you try it and you go and you have one of the fast food places the next time,
Oh.
you're just going to be like, why'd I do that?
Yep.
Why'd I do that? Like, I'm going to go back to Hot and Honey Chicken.
Yep.
And look, your prices aren't crazy. You get a couple of double drums for what, $12, something like that, $13. I think
No,
that's-
the double, those are 2 drums. I think
Those are
$7.
$7.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah. $7.
So you get 2 of those, you get the Broadway bites.
You
you're
can't
still
even get
under
a
$20
value
with a
meal at
drink.
Wendy's for
come
less
on.
than 12.
So we actually just launched our combo meal. We launched it about a week ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
It has been wildly successful. I knew it
Heck
would
yeah.
be. We're just kind of slowly releasing things.
What does it consist of?
So it is any entree on the entire menu, whether
Okay.
it's 2 drums, 2 thighs, 6 wings, 6 tenders, whatever it is, a sandwich, a wrap. You can add a portion of fries and a drink for $5.
Yeah.
So, you know, if our sandwich is $13, $14, $5, now you're going to get a sandwich, fries, and a drink.
Yeah.
$18
Now
plus
you can
Yeah.
have lunch
So
for under
18
$20.
bucks.
$18 gets you
Okay.
like an awesome combo.
Yeah,
So,
I wanted
again-
to try to keep it to under $20 because, you know, Food's not cheap these days,
Look,
especially
I
good
just
quality
spent
food.
$17.49 at a Chinese place
There you go.
for a
For
basic
what?
combo plate.
Yeah.
General Tso's and, you know, like
Yeah,
the
the-
typical.
Bro.
And I walked out and I just went, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Mexican food and Chinese food used to be like I'm going to spend $10 and get
Yeah.
myself a really
I know.
tasty lunch. Right?
Not
Go to
not hap-
Wendy's right around the corner from here.
Yeah, that's
Get a
crazy.
spicy chicken sandwich meal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what is that?
Large with fries and a drink, and it's
$15.59
like
or something?
$16
It
and
is, right?
change.
Yeah.
Absolutely, for that gritty, stringy,
For that.
terrible chicken.
Frozen.
Yes,
That's-
frozen.
yeah.
For sure.
So for $18, you're getting fresh chicken, fried correctly, with all these awesome homemade sauces.
Yep.
Can you add like the Broadway bites as a side?
No, it's just the
That's its
fries.
own thing.
It's just
Yeah.
the fries. All of our sides are shareable, though. I will say that every one of our side
Yep.
portions is for 2 or more.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, you know, we wanted to be conscious of the single person that's coming in on his lunch break. Can't really get a side that's for 2. You
Right.
don't want to take it back to the office.
Yeah, so grab some
Yeah.
fries.
we came out with the combo meal. You get
Love
a nice single portion of fries and a drink.
Yeah, that's great.
It's genius,
You
fellas.
guys are killing it.
You know, especially I know that food at wholesale is more expensive for you guys to acquire the food.
Yeah.
yeah.
But I feel like everybody is holding their money closer to their chest these
Yeah,
days.
they are.
You know, and one of the things that a lot of people cut out in their auxiliary or ancillary spending would be eating out.
Going
right?
out to
That's
eat.
like one of the first things that people cut away.
Yeah.
So
So
you go to ShopRite and you spend $160 and
yeah.
you go, what did I get?
I know.
right.
You go home and order takeout.
Yeah, exactly. You go home and you're like, well, I'm not making any of this tonight.
It
so
makes no
still
sense to
order.
get the
Yeah.
chicken from the grocery store if you can get the a totally different tier chicken
Yeah.
from
it's-
from
I
somebody
mean, it's
else.
night,
Yeah.
night and day from any other chicken.
Is those
spot.
waffle fries? You guys make waffle fries?
Those are our fries. Yes, waffle fries.
Nice.
Why, you really like waffle fries?
Ah, I love waffle fries. That's like my favorite thing about Chick-fil-A.
Here we go.
Surface
Yeah.
area, right? You got a lot more surface area to
We're-
put that.
We're thinking.
sauce
I'm
on.
actually going to ask you your opinion. We're
Yeah.
thinking about going away from waffle fries.
Really?
Yes, we're doing a lot of testing right now. I love waffle fries.
I think a seasoned fry might be
So-
like the best thing ever.
We've learned through 5 months of being open that the fries are our number one complaint, and it's because they are not crispy
Yeah.
and they're cold.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they get
we're,
cold
we're
fast.
get-
Waffle fries
correct.
get cold
Yeah.
fast.
Correct. We
Yes.
did all this testing
Yep.
because we can't figure it out because we're frying them, putting them right in a bowl, put them
Yeah,
on the plate.
yeah.
But by the time they're getting to them, they're cold. And we went and got all different kinds of fries, and cooked them all at the same time. Put them on a table, tested them. They get colder
Yeah.
and soggier
Right.
faster.
Faster.
Yeah.
And then once they're cold, they're nothing. They're just like
And I'm like, wow, they're great right when they come up. They need to be eaten immediately.
yeah. I like a seasoned fry, but you have so many good seasonings. You could
Yeah,
season your own
oversaturated.
fries.
We have
So-
Nashville fries.
Yeah, well there you go.
Yeah, so we do that. You could pick your heat levels on your French
Yes,
fries.
That's so awesome.
Really?
Yeah, just do
Yes.
like a regular straight cut fry.
We're thinking about just because quality, right?
I can understand that though. Like I see it happen. You know, like when I've gone to Chick-fil-A, and the first thing I eat in the car on my way
the
is the
fries.
fries
Right.
because they're hot and they don't travel well.
They
you
don't.
know.
Exactly.
So believe it or not, we are actually selling the same fries as Chick-fil-A.
All right, well there you go. So
Same
if
brand,
you
same
don't eat
vendor.
them right away, yeah, then they're just like you throw half of them away because they're cold. I think it would be a good idea to just go to like a.
We've thought about making them homemade, but I don't want to throw anything else at this guy.
That's a lot of work.
Mike, come on,
I'll
Mike.
just,
Lot
I'll
of
just
work.
chop.
Come on,
potatoes
Mike.
Mike will be
all
there
day.
right now, prepping for tomorrow,
Yeah.
chopping potatoes.
No, because Mike 1 will not allow that. That can't happen until
it's got to happen in
you
the
gotta
morning.
start
Yeah, you got to
waking up like the dude from Dunkin' Donuts.
Cannot be made the night before.
Yeah. 3 a.m. You're showing up, chop some potatoes up.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, so you guys have been amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I want to do one quick bit with
There-
all of you.
there's dessert.
Yes, let's pass around.
Do you guys
Oh,
make your
yeah.
own cookies?
We make homemade cookies.
Come on.
Hey, would
Who
you look
bakes
at this?
the
It's a-
cookies?
It's a double chunk chocolate cookie. That's for AJ.
Boom!
So,
Sorry, AJ.
we
Love
were
you,
telling
AJ.
you about him before, but yeah, AJ was my old co-host for a couple of years.
Yeah.
He's huge on TikTok now, and that's one of his sayings. So we.
So what do you got here? This looks like an Oreo
That's
cookie.
an
Oreo
Oreo
cookie.
Okay. Got Oreo
We
chocolate.
got a snickerdoodle.
Snickerdoodle, sprinkle,
We got a
M&M.
rainbow sprinkle. We got a double chunk chocolate cookie.
M&M.
Got the M&M.
And that's the Reese's on the
The
bottom.
Reese's.
I'll tell you what, Dez is gonna come over there and beat you guys up if you keep making desserts.
Yep. Yeah, you're gonna have to send them over there for the donuts, though. You're gonna have to do a chicken sandwich on donuts.
Listen, by the way, that's
Maybe
the
already
second
in the
great idea
works.
that we
Alright,
gave you
good,
guys
good,
here
good.
today.
Maybe.
So,
That is already in the process.
No doubt, no doubt. All right, we'll split this guy.
oh yeah, I love Reese's.
Sure, right? Because you're human.
Who doesn't love
Split.
Reese's?
Who says that they're the worst thing in the world for you? And
Are they?
don't
Peanut
know.
butter has
No,
protein in it.
these are fat-free, sugar-free.
Peanut butter has lots of protein.
Who bakes these cookies? Don't even tell me you.
That's the only thing I make.
That's what
No, you don't.
Mike wears a little baker's
No,
hat.
I don't see you baking anything.
Yes.
Do
Wow.
you really?
No.
Who bakes them?
It's
We got a couple
we
different
got
guys
a couple
there.
guys.
We got guys.
It's a
We got
secret.
guys.
We got guys that do that
It's
for
a
us.
company secret.
They are good though, right?
Uh-huh.
They're really good.
If I recommend another one, you got to try the Oreo. It's a game changer.
The
I'm
guy
gonna
that's on
try
the
it.
diet telling us to just keep chowing
Yeah, I
down on
noticed
the
that.
cookies, right? God damn. I'm not eating tomorrow at all. All right. I mean, it's an Oreo cookie on top of a delicious other
Hold on.
cookie. It's cookie inception.
All right, we have another tray of food. I'm bringing
Oh.
in.
No.
No, I'm kidding.
Maron.
Oh, Maron.
Oh.
I like that.
All right. That was awesome. Thank you so much. I want to do one quick bit that I
Okay.
want you guys to be a part of.
Okay.
So, I'm going to start doing top 10 of a lot of different things that we might remember when we were kids or that we just observed
Okay.
around the world. So, I'm going to give you three options. I'm going to give the mics the chance to vote.
Okay.
If you both agree on a different one, then we'll make the choice. But
Okay.
we can either go top 10 cereals of 2024. So, what are the top 10 most popular cereals? Top 10 most beautiful countries in the world. Or the top 10 most beautiful women of 2024.
I'm staying away from that question.
Right?
That's just gonna get me in trouble.
That was a guy talk thing. Put it in, but I don't think we should do it.
All
I think,
experienced married men here.
yep, we're all married. We got kids.
Yeah.
Let's go to some beautiful place or top 10 cereals.
So I haven't probably
you
had,
eat cereal?
I probably haven't had
Exactly.
cereal in
That might make
20
it,
years.
That might make it more fun because you might be completely out of touch.
I know what my kids eat a
So
lot.
you have the
you
answer
go.
to this?
Yeah, I got the answers.
Okay, let's do cereal.
It doesn't have to be in any order. I'm going to go around the room, and you guys are going to throw them out, and I'm going to tell you if you're right and tell you if you're wrong.
So
Okay.
this is top 10 meaning most sold.
Top 10 most popular. Yeah.
Got
So,
it.
so what the company did was they did a survey of a year's worth of activity on Amazon for all of the Amazon delivery food
Got it.
orders.
Definitely going to be the most garbage cereal. out there.
It might be, but you
Yes.
might be surprised.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to start with you, Mike.
I'm going to go with, what is that? Fruity Pebbles.
It is not on the list of top 10.
Oh.
So
wow.
I'm going to say get really generic for a while, and I guarantee
I'm
Really?
gonna go with Cheerios.
you are absolutely right. So Cheerios is the number one.
Number one.
Oh,
Nailed it right off the bat.
Wow.
All right. James?
If we're keeping it generic here, I'm gonna run in that same wheelhouse. I'm gonna say like honey nuts of oats or whatever. It's
Yeah,
called.
honey bunches of
honey
oats.
bunches of oats.
Yep. Don't look.
Oh, okay.
They are number 3 on the list.
Okay.
wow.
So
So
you've got
now
1 and 3.
We're
Back to
staying
you,
generic. I'm going to go cornflakes.
Oh,
Mike. Oh, cornflakes is 7.
Yeah.
You're on there. You're on the
that.
board. Back to you, Mike.
Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops. I thought it would have been top 10. It's in my household, the top
That's
10.
not top 10?
It is not
Wow.
top 10 of 2024. But keep that idea. James?
Frosted Mini Wheats.
I thought you were
Oh,
going
I
a
got
different
it.
direction, not the mini wheats.
Oh, but
got
I know.
Frosted
Flakes.
Flakes.
You got to have Lucky Charms.
Yes.
Okay.
Number 4 is Lucky
He's got
Charms.
it. He's got it.
Yeah.
It's Frosted Flakes.
They're great. That's 5.
Which, by the way, they're great without milk.
Oh, really?
Have you ever just had them just by themselves, plain?
Yeah, just snacking.
Just snacking, yeah.
All right, so
Really?
we've gotten 1, 3, 4, 5, 7. There's still,
Missing 2.
we're missing number 2. We're missing number
Ooh.
6, number 8, number 9, and 10.
Who's up,
Oh,
me?
I got one.
What you got?
Who's up?
You go. Go ahead.
Rice Krispies.
Yes, sir. Number 9.
Do kids still go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs?
They do not go as cuckoo
Do
for
they
Cocoa
even make
Puffs.
Cocoa Puffs?
They
anymore?
do.
Probably.
Yeah,
do?
they still do. They still do.
There's like 1,000 cereals.
Yeah, that's
down
what
when
it
you
is.
Go down the aisle.
What do you think?
Oh, I know what it is.
Mini wheats?
Not mini wheats. He had said that, but it was
Oh.
frosted mini wheats or mini
You
wheats.
just gave me the idea.
What you got?
God, no, you
James?
I'm going to
What's up?
say Raisin Bran.
Yes,
Oh.
sir. Number 8 is
Yeah.
Raisin Bran. So now we have number 2. We have number 6 and number
2.
10 left.
You got it at Wheaties. No?
No, but think old people.
We just showed our age.
Oh, did we say Raisin Bran?
I said that.
We already
You said that. So
No,
what
but
el-
we already said the word wheat. Put a couple words before it.
I know. I know.
Go.
Is it really considered
Yes.
cereal, though?
Yeah.
What? Cream
Cream of wheat?
Cream of wheat.
Yeah.
Cream of wheat.
That's
That's
a
a
cereal?
cereal?
That's-
It's a
thought that's
cereal
like-
until you pour something into it, yeah, and then it
Really?
gets all mushy. Yep. Number 2 is cream of wheat.
It's not Ovaltine.
It's not a. So we need number 6 and number 10.
Oh, come on, Mike.
Jeez.
Corn Pops.
Not corn pops.
I'm like, Adam.
God,
I already,
running
the
out of
ones that I
options.
know, I don't even think exist anymore. You know, I was going to say.
First, he
like,
said there's 1,000 options, and he's like,
Now
we're
we're
running
running
out
out.
of
like
options.
Did we
kicks.
say Lucky
You know,
Charms?
True.
he said
Yes,
Lucky
I said
Charms.
Lucky Charms
It's
are
not
number
kicks,
4.
right?
Nope.
Corn Puffs.
No, but good try.
Honeycomb?
I loved honeycomb as a kid, but
yeah.
no.
Oh, Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yes, sir.
Oh, there we go.
So
Why
that's
don't I
number
know
6.
that?
There's only number 10 left. And I used to eat this one for sure.
Count Chocula cereal?
With the
With
blueberry.
blueberry,
I
that
would've
was
said
special
Captain
edition.
Crunch. Captain
Captain
Crunch is
Crunch.
probably on the
Crunch.
periphery, but no.
It's not there.
No.
I don't know, man.
It also is a board game.
It's a board game.
The game of
Life.
Game.
Yes, sir.
Life cereal.
Life
cereal. I
Yep.
forgot about
I
that.
didn't
Yep.
even know there was a Life
So
cereal.
Yes.
I think the idea with Life, Rice Krispies, and Raisin Bran are the parents' way of trying to get their kids to
Yeah.
eat something healthy, because then you get into it and it's Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Frosted Flakes,
of
Lucky
course.
Charms, Honey Bunches of Oats, which is the healthiest of the top 3, and Cheerios.
Cheerios
Yeah.
was one.
And
right?
But
cream of wheat.
Isn't Cheerios like actually really not good for you
That's
at
what they-
all?
I don't
like,
think any of them are actually.
I
good
mean,
for
yeah,
you.
they're all processed garbage,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
If you're eating cereal as a staple of your breakfast, you're not really doing the best thing for
Listen.
yourself, right?
it's not the same cereal of 1980s. You know what I mean?
No.
Things have changed
Remember
a lot.
Apple Jacks? Those
Apple
things
Jacks,
were awesome.
absolutely love them.
Tricks.
Tricks.
Tricks if a
Tricks
kid.
for
Silly,
kids?
silly. What is it?
Silly
That was
Rabbit?
a rabbit.
Yeah, tricks
Yes.
are for kids.
Yep. All right, so that gave us some nostalgia, right?
That
Yeah.
did. That brought me.
All
back.
I haven't
very
had
good.
cereal in forever myself. Although we do have Honey Bunches of Oats in my house. I don't have kids though.
You're
I have 2
you're
kids.
You're gonna have some tonight.
Yeah, exactly. Go
You know-
home at 11:30.
Yeah.
After that,
Yeah.
clock off.
Well, that's how it works. Sometimes we'll be home, my wife and I, and she'll be like, "Oh, I'm hungry," and I'm like, "Yeah, me too." And then, like hoping that like she's like, "Oh, well, let's make this," or I'm gonna do this, for, you know. And she comes back in the room with a bowl of cereal, and I'm like, "You jerk!" You know what I mean? She's good.
Could at least put it in a big old tub
Yeah.
and let us have 2 spoons.
I'm making like a peanut butter and jelly, and I'll do it like the cheap way. So I'll take one piece of bread and
Fold it in.
fold it in half.
Can't even get 2 pieces of bread.
But here's the trick, gentlemen. I'm going to tell you this since you're a chef and since you're a businessman. The best way to spread jelly
Is
with a spoon.
Yeah, back of a spoon.
Use the backside of the spoon, man.
backside of a spoon.
Yeah, this side of the
I've
spoon.
never done that.
Yeah.
I mean, with a knife, it usually
I
just
get it. It falls
mushes
off.
And,
Yeah.
it falls off. Yeah, backside
Huh.
of a large spoon, like a soup spoon.
Yep, I always do that.
Yep.
Tablespoon.
I have
You
to
can
try
glob
that.
it on there, and then you just.
Yep.
and it'll
I cross
spread.
contaminate the hell out of it, man. I don't even
You
care.
open the jelly and
Yeah.
there's chunks of peanut butter
I
in
could
it
care.
the next time.
All right, guys. I want to thank you very, very much. So
Mike's
we had
1
the
and 2.
guys here from Broadway Hot and Honey Chicken, Wall Township, New Jersey. If you remember where the Circus restaurant used to be, these guys are now in that same hollowed ground, and you guys are doing it right. You
Yeah.
and Broad Street Dough Co.
Yeah, they're excellent.
Two very special spots. You guys got to hit them both up. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
coming,
Yeah,
guys.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, guys.
It was such
It
a
was great.
pleasure.
Yes.
James, anything?
No, man, I am so full right now,
Yeah.
and I am converted to a chicken sandwich with a pickle.
We got to get you guys to the new location when we open. You guys
Coming, it's right down the
absolutely.
street. We're coming.
What are we thinking as far as timing for it?
So they're working on the building now.
Next
so
spring?
We're
No.
hoping to be, let's say,
Fall?
I don't want to be too.
What?
Somewhere between December and February.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
nice. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That
So
makes
if
sense.
it creeps to spring, it creeps to spring. But beginning of next year would be awesome.
sure.
For sure. Yeah.
I would love to be there.
Yeah. We'll have you guys there.
Yeah, ribbon cutting, celebrating.
Yeah.
That would be
Yep.
absolutely awesome.
Yep.
It's been a pleasure, guys.
Thanks so
Thank you.
much.
Thank
yeah,
you so
thank you.
much.
Thank you.
Peace.